Okay, kids, now this is a good one. I don't know if you recently felt, I felt in the beginning of October I need to go even deeper. It was like, I'm hungry for myself. I don't want to deal with anybody. I don't want to be with anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. Just go inward. So this is what I'm doing. And I love to be by myself. This is like really like I need 95% of my time being with me, and maybe I have 5% that I spend out there. Okay, maybe going to a shop, maybe talk to some people for a few minutes, but I don't want to extend that into any meetings or anything like that. Whatever comes spontaneously is accepted, but nothing more and nothing less. I don't want to keep it. I don't want to just because I meet them, I don't want to keep them. It's just whatever, that comes in the moment. And when in the moment it comes, okay, that was enough, I cut it short and I go back to my space. I'm doing my inner work. And we who are really, really strongly in this birth canal, in a sense, and of course we're always rebirthing something new. So it's like, it's never finished. Of course, it's always incomplete. And we're going and coming back more into our power. But anyway, solitude, the word solitude, it has a lot more meaning, which I have discovered for myself, so I share it because it might brings a little more light into your understanding too. So if you take it apart, and I will have it under the video like that. So soul, the first part, right? The syllables of the word soul means sun. But it's kind of like if it reminds you of the sound of soul, right? Our soul is in there, our soul. And soul is nap. It is, in Hungarian, it's sun. And also it's your soul. So soul, I, Tude. So you take it apart, and I am tuning into my soul. I give time and space to retune into my soul. It is self-regenerating. It is our power. Not everybody has these, how can I say, needs, right? But we are here to radically take care of ourselves. We are coming into self-sovereignty, and self-sovereignty means self-regenerating. Self-regenerating our power and system and energy. So I'm talking inner power, to stepping into our full inner power. And we are in this transitional phase, which is like more and more coming into our power. So I tune into solitude. I give my time and space to my soul to regenerate its power itself. It's like an inner sun. And Tude means it's actually short in English for attitude. And guess what? When you look up attitude, it says, well, actually, it's being cocky in attitude and arrogant in attitude. This is how they interpret it, right? So I see, how my relatives and how people or whatever are really taking that as an arrogance. For me, daring to be giving more time and space for myself than to them, right? So they're like, what's wrong with you? You that's not normal. Thank God I am not. So I'm not normal. Thank you. That was your biggest compliment I ever received. Or when they said you're crazy. Well, that's the other one. It's just like saying you're not normal, right? So basically, you will not care. And this is the whole point, not to care. And also, when I was really writing down the words and saying, so soul, solitude, soul, I, Tude, I'm retuning to myself, giving space and time. Attitude, right, which they consider it as arrogant because you don't give them your time, nor your energy, nor your attention. And you're not supposed to give a time and energy and attention to anybody which is not your highest joy. So when your highest joy is solitude, you must listen to your soul, because your soul is telling you, hello, I need some attention, I need some energy, I need some, space and time, my space, give me space. So when I have the feeling coming up of feeling tender, when I feel tender, I know in my soul it feels tender. I know that there is some upgrade coming up, something I'm really processing or about to come, and I have to process it. Then comes this, I'm getting angry. When I'm getting angry, I always ask myself, what do I need in this moment right now, in this space and time? And sometimes maybe I started talking to somebody, but while I'm listening to whatever, after a while, it's just really getting on my nerves, right? I'm getting irritated. And I just know, okay, fuck this shit. I don't care whatever she's saying. It's getting back into the small talk area, and that I'm really not interested in. So really knowing ourselves and knowing our feelings and knowing what you are hungry for in the moment might be, okay, it is time to go back to solitude because now I had enough of this shit. Okay? So I don't need to listen to their bullshit. I don't need to listen to their small talk. Let them be whatever they want to be, but not in my space. I'm getting out of their space. So you have to really incorporate, the free attitude of a cat. Because, look at the cat. The cat is not fucking dealing with bullshit. I don't want to be stroked. Get the fuck away. Or I go away, right? So I either going to punch somebody, of course I'm not, but it's like in figuratively speaking, or, I'm just gonna go away and leave you for you, be who you are, find another person or somebody that you can bullshit or do whatever you want to do. But I am going to be true to myself in every now moment. And whatever I feel, I am going to be proactive about it. Not reactive, but proactive about it. So when I looked at the words in like soul, Tude, attitude, altitude, etude, meaning like a musical piece which is perfected, and it's about being in the process of perfecting. It means you are really creating your own song. It's like the etude, right? And so with your attitude, if you dare to be in yourself, in your whole self, you're attuning and retuning yourself into yourself. Meaning you already don't need another to be happy. You already don't need another one and lying to yourself, of attaching a value to yourself by how much you making other people happy or not. So you're getting rid of those validational needs. You don't need them anymore. You don't need their behavior. You're not taking it as a proof for how worthy you are, basically. So you let go of that and say, great, be insulted, whatever you want to do. When I say, okay, I gotta go. And okay, I gotta go. Okay, thank you. This was nice, guy. Okay, I gotta go. And this is what you do. You stay in your space. You stay in your self-awareness. And self-awareness is, I'm aware of my own needs. I don't need you to do anything, actually. So you can talk as much as you want, but, please say your shit into a tape or do something. And then it's okay. Or go and find somebody else that you can spew your shit onto, okay? I'm not interested. And this will always create and welcomes kind of they welcome it as an arrogance. It is not arrogance, it's being true. It's being authentic. It's being honest about it and say, okay, now I gotta go. I have better things to do. Thank you. Goodbye. And that's it. You will be so straightforward. And of course, they will not like that. And until they have a debris that had been triggered within them because they don't know themselves that much, right? And, it will be, and especially it will be heightened in your family, in the surroundings of your family and surroundings of your so-called friends or whatever. Because if they are real friends, they will understand that you gotta go. And then you don't try to pull them back into something which they don't want to do. You ask people if they want to maybe join you to a concert, if you are so much into concerts, right? I'm not. Those lots of people, it's just, please, whatever. But I believe that for some people it must be joy, and it could be joy. And I remember when it may be, but I never liked really big and huge crowd of people. Never really. I mean, even when I was in my 20s, I think I went to a concert twice, and that was enough for me. And I said, okay, whatever. And so we are different in a way. We are tuned into something else. And so solitude is really when you really want to enjoy your inner sun, when you are coming back into your power, you're taking your full and complete power back. It is the equivalent of your power suit being sold for yourself in that solitude, if you say so, if you like. And this is really like daring to take a stand, a solid stand in what you feel, how you feel, and what feels best for you. And really, it's taking your power back. Because we who were maybe raised by so-called narcissistic people, which is everybody is narcissistic on earth, after the amnesia to a certain degree. And narcissistic means disconnected and not conscious of their own feelings, not knowing, they don't know their buttons, they don't know their triggers, they have no self-knowledge. Basically, that's what it means. And at the same time, as I said it in one of my videos, narcissistic versus free spirit, very similar tendencies, but you have similar symptoms or personality traits, but it's something else. One is authentic and the other is still in the manipulative and lying mode because he or she does not know her own truth, and she or he still thinks that she or he needs to manipulate emotionally, sexually, or whatever, financially, it doesn't matter, people in order to get what they want, because they are still hiding behind a mask and they still have no self-knowledge. So this is all that. So if you want, go and look it up, because I'm on a tablet, there's a reason why my laptop got kind of dysfunctional, not to spend that much time on that. I'm making these videos only because it also brings my deeper understanding into the surface, because, and I'm in solitude. I'm kind of like on a retreat, but I still record it and then, just upload it, whatever. I don't put much energy into beautifying it or perfectionalize it in any way. It's raw wisdom, it's uncut, it's uncensored, it is authentic, it is right in the moment. And I just, it just feels joyful to really record what I realized for myself. And, whoever will need it will get it. This is the beauty and the abundance of our world. And this is when we are tuning into full abundance and wealth frequency. no shop is needed. And you know, I could just refer back to one of my dreams, which I had after doing a prana course like Reiki, etc., energy work in 2008, I think. And at that time I was on a not on a diet, but you know, on a fasting, and for 28 days. And you know, immediately I was connected back to my sensory perceptions even stronger. So if you feel like doing that and clearing your mind and all that, you can start doing that. But later on, you won't need it. You can eat anything, whatever, because mind is over matter. So it's you have strengthened that ability. But occasionally, you might feel like it, whatever. And in that time, I was shown, you know, how we're gonna be, and really within around 140 years, where the whole humanity will become this telepathic. I speak usually less. Like during the day, I hardly speak. I don't really feel like talking. This is just for the purpose of recording my findings. And I really enjoy being speechless a lot, which is very amazing, because I used to talk a lot, really, like, you know, in my everyday life. And now I just like the quiet times. So my favorite thing is to be in solitude. And really, I prefer animal energies. I have cats. And of course, it makes it harder for people who live nearby or close to you, because you might not go out and you might not talk to them that often, that they are used to those symbiosis relationships, you know, living in symbiosis. And it's like you're cutting the cords, basically. You cut those cords by not connecting with them that often. It might be, and I know how hard it can be for them, but I just don't really give a shit, because what I have to give a shit is about myself. So solitude is really like stepping into your full magical power. It is a way